There it is, confetti being showered on Prime Minister Narendra Modi as his victorious cavalcade drives into the BJP headquarters in the national capital. He'll do his big victory lap. Deepavali come early, bouquets being held up. People have their camera torchlights on. A big victory here for the Bharatiya Janata Party and a big victory for Prime Minister Modi as well. If he'd lost, the swords would have been out for him. The entire Congress ecosystem would have said this proves the fact that brand Modi is in secular decline. Well, this Haryana victory has upended all those calculations and forced pundits back to the drawing board as well. Speaking of which, Rajdeep Sardesai now joins us. Rajdeep, some political somersaults, punditry somersaults required here in terms of the relevance of brand Modi.
Look, Narendra Modi, who completed, ironically, 23 years uninterrupted in power only yesterday, which in itself is a remarkable feat, is a durable politician. Narendra Modi has been in public life for 50 years. He's seen the ups and downs of public life and he's been around. And if anyone thought that Mr. Modi was simply going to go into the sunset, they've been, sadly mistaken. I don't think anyone could have expected that, and those who did were living, I think, in a fool's paradise. I think the difference is, look at how analysis changes based on a few seats. I've been doing the numbers, and the more I look at the numbers, you just understand. I feel sorry for these pollsters at one level, because the Congress vote has actually gone up by 11%. I'm looking at 2019 as a benchmark. The BJP vote has gone up by 3%. The 11% increase in the Congress vote has resulted in the Congress increasing their seat tally from 29 to 37. That's an 8-seat rise. The BJP, whose vote share has increased by 3%, has gone up from 40 to 48. So for 3% I get 8 seats more. For 11% I get 8 seats more. Now what really happened in Haryana, therefore, is a classic example of what micromanagement does to an election. It's the micromanagement that ensured that there were these 20-25 seats that could have gone either way. That made all the difference. So I'm a little reluctant to say whether someone is in decline or whether someone... I think this state election in Haryana...
But the same could be said about the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. All of what you're saying could apply to the 2024 elections. Thus, in the end, a victory is a victory and a defeat is a defeat, and that's the scoreboard.
Because, even in the Lok Sabha, as we know, the BJP's vote share remained intact. The BJP didn't lose vote share, they lost seats because they lost in the big states. Uttar Pradesh being a classic example. I think what we have to recognize is increasingly each state is on its own. Different states will have different kinds of politics. I think the broader picture, Rahul, and some of these pictures show that the BJP has, I heard the word being mentioned while I was in the studio, bench strength. The BJP has an organizational muscle that the Congress cannot match at the moment. The Congress does not have that second level, third level, fourth level. I saw an old friend, since I'm being allowed, use the word Vinod Tawde from Maharashtra. He's out there. He was virtually pushed out, some say, out of Maharashtra. But he's come to Delhi and he's an important organizational man for the BJP. So the BJP, Rahul, has a lot of talent right down the line. The Congress doesn't have that. Imagine even at the end of the day in Haryana, after all these years, you are relying on 77-year-old Bhupinder Hooda. And while the knives may be out for Mr. Hooda, a lot of people, including myself, were saying the Congress has done the right thing by, for once, putting their faith in one person rather than dividing it across the line. Now it appears, and I had a conversation with a Congress leader that was instructive, the Congress didn't play a cross-caste appeal in Haryana the way they should have.
They did not attempt also.
They did not even attempt to do it. You could have put Shelja on posters, you could have projected a... Rahul Gandhi speaks of caste census, Rahul, but doesn't have an OBC leadership to back the caste census projection. We saw that in Madhya Pradesh with Kamal Nath, and we saw that in Haryana now with Bhupinder Singh Hooda. On the other hand, the BJP, and we are seeing there Vinod Tawde speaking, the fact, and Vinod played an important role, I know, in Haryana. He's been focusing on that, spending a lot of time, bringing the RSS and the BJP together. One of the apparent failings of the BJP in 2024 Lok Sabha was the RSS was not fully on board in some key states. Now they've come on board. The likes of Vinod Tawde have been working on it.
Same has happened in Jammu as well.